What up, everyone? So we've got Arcade Block here. This is usually the last box that comes each month, and it comes way late. This is April's box, and it came way into May. It just recently got here, so that's why I'm always a little bit off, because foreign boxes take a long time to get here. This isn't the last box I'll be reviewing of the month, though. I just wanted to make sure to get this box in, because I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to review all the boxes I've gotten this month, because I've gotten so many and I'm so behind, so some of them might not get individual reviews. But I'll keep out the less important ones. So anyway, let's take a look at this box and see what we got. First off, we got a pop figure, Claptrap from Borderlands. So this is something that NerdBlock's been doing. This company's been doing a lot lately. They've been putting in pop figures, but they've been putting in like random ones that aren't special or exclusive, or alternate paint jobs or anything like that. They've just kind of been putting ones that have just kind of been there. They've been doing it a lot, and I'm not a big fan of it, honestly, so not too excited to see that. But we also got a shirt from Shirt Punch. Let's take a look at this shirt and see what we got. Alright, so that looks like a shirt from Fallout. It doesn't directly say it, but I think it's pretty obvious that's the mascot from Fallout. And yeah, looks like it. So, you know, it's an okay shirt. It's a cool symbol. Shirts don't always have to be straightforward and say the title. I think most people would recognize it for what it is. Even me, even though I'm not an avid gamer, I still recognize it, so that's cool. And yeah, it seems like decent quality. Give that like a 7 out of 10. I think that's worth it. That'll do. Nothing amazing, not spectacular, but good. Alrighty. Next, looks like we got an Assassin's Creed figure, and these are original minis. So this is a series that's actually been around for a while. My camera will focus. Sucks at focusing. It's been around for quite a while. Original minis have. I've collected them, some of them, not all of them, but a good portion of them. They've had a lot of different series. I'm not a huge fan of the style. They have some pretty good franchises, which I like, but you know, I'm not super like into their style. I just like certain ones. They did a really good job on their Spider-Man ones, but some of them are kind of like low in quality, so nothing super special, and nothing really rare about this. I doubt this is exclusive in any way, but yeah, so got a original mini Assassin's Creed. Then, looks like we got some buttons from Battleborn. I actually have not heard of this series. But then again, I'm not a huge gamer, so I don't always know all the stuff in there. But yeah, we got some collectible pins. Alrighty, that'll do. Then, what do we got here? A multi-tool. This is badass. I like this. We've gotten one of these before. We got a Batman one, and this is a Legend of Zelda one. And basically a multi-tool is pretty much what it says. It's a tool that does more than one thing. So it says on here it's a bottle opener, a screwdriver, and a key ring. Usually it has one more thing on there. Usually it's more than just two. But, you know, it is what it is. It's still a cool keychain. I have my Batman one over there. That's really cool because it's actually like a nice metal keychain, and it has some etching on there. So you can use it for that, and then it also serves a purpose, which I appreciate. That's really cool. It kind of looks like a Swiss Army knife, how it folds out. Might open it up and take a look at that, because I think it can come out. I'll do that during the break, though. So yeah, there's that. Then it looks like our last item is a mouse pad from Majora's Mask. Whoa, 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 there we go. From Majora's Mask. So, yeah, nothing super special about that. That doesn't look like it's branded or anything. We get a lot of mouse pads in general from boxes, and from this company as well. You know, from what I hear, hardcore, like, computer gamers... Whoops. Hardcore computer gamers use them still. They prefer using mouse pads, but that's specifically for computer gaming. I'm not a computer gamer myself. I always use consoles, so that doesn't do much use for me, but I do have a growing collection of mouse pads. I've covered my whole desk in like different mouse pads, so it kind of looks cool. Like so. But anyway, that mouse pad, that's the last item, so we'll take a short little break. So far, not too impressed by anything in here. Not their best box from what I can see pretty much right away. But anyway, we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and review this box, give it some value, and a rating. See you soon. Alright, we're back. So let's talk about some value. First, the shirt. And what I found out from the description card is the design actually does glow in the dark. Whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, totally up to you. But like I said, 7 out of 10, I think it's a good shirt, but it'll get the standard $12 to $15 value. Then, our pop figure. Like I said, extremely common, nothing really special about it at all, and that's what they've been doing in a lot of their boxes, and my whole theory on it is I don't think Pops should be put in a box at all. unless there's something special about them. Maybe not exclusive necessarily, because not every company can get those all the time, but you know, maybe something alternate paint job, something like that, something special, because when they put in just crazy common ones in there, it's just like, if you liked that series and you liked the Pop figures, chances are you would have already gone out and gotten them, because they're just everywhere. It's not hard to come by at all. So this is only worth about $8, and that's kind of the price of common Pops these days. For the longest time it was $10, but now you can find them a lot of places for like $8, especially common ones like this. There's always places that have deals, so around $8, so that's pretty much the only value it gets. Then, our buttons. Ta-da! So these are actually exclusive, but you know, they're buttons, so it's not really that big of a deal. But these are going to go for about $5 or $6, you know, which is pretty much reasonable. I can't imagine people really seeking these out, like really wanting to get them, but if you did, I probably would have valued them at $5 or $6 myself anyway, so that seems pretty reasonable. Then, our mouse pad. Pretty common mouse pad. It's not branded or anything. As far as mouse pads go, there's not too much of a difference between high and low quality mouse pads, so this is going to get a pretty standard value, $7 to $9, which is probably what any mouse pad would cost, like right around that, maybe a little more, so again, no surprise there. Then, our original mini. Depending on where you get this from, actually. So the value is going to be right around $4, because honestly, I've seen these at Target. Target always has original minis and stuff like that, and they're like $3 or $4. They're really not expensive at all. Comic book shop may charge like $1 or $2 more. If you buy them online, like eBay or something like that, they're going to be more expensive because you have to pay for shipping and all that, but honestly, if you can find them in a store, they're going to be right around $4. So that's the value that's going to get, because again, nothing rare or special about it. It is what it is. And then the last item, and pretty much the only one I really liked, was this multi-tool. This is actually really nice. It's very nice in quality. Like I said, it has an etching on there. And I was right, it's just like a Swiss Army knife to where you kind of like spin it around and flip it out. And yeah, you have a bottle opener and then 2 different types of screwdrivers, 2 different sizes. Or you could use it to pry open whatever you wanted to. So that's really cool. It is actually very sturdy and nice in quality. And that's going to be about $10 to $12, which I think is pretty reasonable. It's pretty cool, and the last one was valued right around that same price, so I think that's reasonable. If you saw it in a store, I would guess that it would be $10 to $12, right around that price. So seeing it for that price, no surprise at all. So everything in here was pretty much exactly what I guessed as far as value. There really no surprises here. And honestly, the really only thing I liked was this multi-tool. I think that's cool, and it's something different. Something we've seen before, but something we don't see often. It wasn't exclusive or anything, but you just don't run across these too often. You see keychains all the time, but not keychains that actually serve a purpose. So I think that gives it some value because it's actually useful. Other than that, everything in here was just very common. It was just some collectibles. Like, nothing wrong with them. There's nothing bad about them. There's nothing wrong with any of these things, but they're just a little too common, especially from this company. They're known for doing all exclusives half the time, and I mean, all exclusives in their box, like half of the boxes. That made no sense when I said it. Anyway, they often have exclusives in their boxes. That's what I'm trying to say. And they usually have really good ones. They have good partnerships with companies, and this time they really didn't do that. The exclusives were the mouse pad, the buttons, and the shirt. Shirts are always exclusive because it's cheaper to be exclusive. Mouse pads, like, same thing. You make them yourself. And the same with buttons. It's actually cheaper to be exclusive than to have branded of those things. So, not very special at all, and I gotta say I'm pretty surprised. The Nerd Block company really seems like they've been kind of phoning it in lately. I don't know what's going on, and my guess is they've been spending a lot of money on advertising because I've seen their shit everywhere. Every time you click on one of my videos, their ad comes up, which I don't get anything for, by the way. They don't pay me for that shit. They kind of take my ad space, and then I don't get referrals because their ad's already on top of my video. So I just kind of assume that they're spending a lot of money in marketing and less money in their boxes because they've all kind of gone a little bit downhill. Some were never uphill, like Comic Block, like Sci-Fi Block. Those have never gone good, and from what I've been hearing, rumors and whispers, that they're not going to keep those around, they're going to cancel them. So, you know, it is what it is. But usually the Nerd Block Classic and Arcade Block are the two that I do still have faith in because those are the ones they put their most energy in. And Classic was not their best month, but it was okay, and Arcade Block not so great. So I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. I still am pretty faithful in this company because they have a lot of money. They're a big company, so they can turn this around. I don't think they're going to just die off like a lot of these boxes do. So I'm still pretty hopeful, and I'll still keep them around at least for a little while till they clean their shit up. Anyway, this has been Arcade Block. Oh, I didn't get to the value, or the rating. I'm going to give this a 5.5 out of 10 because, as far as value-wise, on the low end we got 46, on the high end is 54, which is good. But, again, lower than we usually get. We usually get right around double. This is only a little bit less than double, but, again, it's just small steps backward now. And the items in here weren't that great, nothing that special, so the value is decent, but that's pretty much all I can say for it. I wasn't too pleased with this, and I'm not excited for it. I don't think I'm keeping anything but the tool, and the rest of the stuff, I don't even know if I can sell. I don't think anyone wants any of these things enough to pay any amount for them, so I don't think it really holds much value at all on the resale market. So 5.5 is honestly kind of generous in my opinion. I don't think they deserve any higher than that because this really wasn't a great box. But anyway, this has been Arcade Block, 5.5 in the box, 7 out of 10 on the shirt. Let me know what you guys thought. See you on the next video. Love you all. Peace.